I'm starting to get a nice little burn here, guys. So I can finish up here, and let's go straight to dumbbell skull crushers. All right, guys, today I think you're going to realize that this workout I put together for you is a brilliant masterpiece, just like a Picasso. All right, what are we doing this week? Remember, guys, this is superset week. So everything I do for the entire week, whether it's upper body or lower body, is going to consist of some supersets. And this is really fun because I only have 3 different exercises for you today. And this is going to be an entire upper body workout, guys. But because we're cramming these supersets on top of each exercise, we're going to get a ton done in a real short period of time. All right, the very first exercise in today's workout is bent over reverse flies. Now, we're going to be supersetting that with some standing band curls. Now, so remember, every exercise we do, whether it's chest, shoulders, or back, is going to be supersetted with some type of an arm exercise. Now, I have a couple of bands here, okay, but I only have them attached both to one handle. Why am I doing this? Now, guys, this is just a little trick I like to employ. You don't have to do this. So I know that I can't do a very heavy weight or a very thick band when I'm doing reverse flies. And let me show you the trick here, guys. Instead of standing on them and then doing my reverse flies like this, I don't have a very big range of motion, okay? So right here, there's no tension, okay? So what I like to do is cross the bands over, okay? Now, why do I have the blue band, okay, only connected to one handle? It's obviously not being used at all in this exercise. That's because when I superset with standing band curls, I need a lot more resistance than just a single yellow band. It's a much bigger muscle, all right? So, this is the shortcut, guys. Follow along. So I'm going to knock out about 10 to 12 reps of reverse flies, and I'm going to go straight to standing curls. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, nice slow tempo, guys. And if the band feels like it's too light for you, you can go and then hold it for a 1 count at the top. That'll make it feel a lot tougher, okay? So I want you to knock out about 10 to 12 of these. And then with no rest, okay, I'm just gonna connect the blue band to the other handle. Instead of having to connect it to both handles, right? I'm already halfway there. So stand back on the bands here, guys. And here we go. 3, 4, 5. Now see where my elbows are? See how they're not moving? Okay, I'm trying to keep those things nice and close to my side, and I'm not bringing them forward like I see a lot of guys at the gym try to do it like that. That's cheating. Keep those elbows in one place and just focus on getting that handle up, okay? Nice, slow, controlled movement up, and can then control that resistance all the way down too. All right, 10 to 12 of these. You should be feeling a great burn in your biceps, and guys, those reverse flies targeting our rear delts. Fantastic exercise. I just knocked out about 22 reps in just a little over a minute. Really effective. All right, so the second exercise, I'm going to combine dumbbell flies with some dumbbell skull crushers. So why do I have this cushion here off of my couch? All right, guys, real easy way to use it as a pseudo bench, okay? Most of you guys are not gonna have a bench at home. So when I'm laying on this cushion, it raises my torso off the ground by several inches, okay? Which means I will have a larger range of motion on my fly movement, okay? See how I can bring my elbows down behind my back before they touch the ground? If my back was on the ground, I could only bring my elbows to the same plane as my back, all right? So especially if you guys have got good shoulders and you have a large range of motion, this is a great way to get a much better rep in, okay? So guys, there's also a couple different ways we can do this. You can pick the dumbbell weight that you can only do with tricep extensions. That's the tougher exercise. You'll be able to lift heavier dumbbells when you're doing flies because it's a bigger muscle group. So what you can do is pick the correct weight for skull crushers and then just do more reps with the flies, okay, 15 to 20 reps say, and then go straight to your dumbbell skull crushers and do only 10, or if you want, you can use heavier dumbbells for your flies so that you fatigue around the 10 to 12 rep mark, and then drop down to a lighter dumbbell and do your skull crushers for 10 to 12 reps. Totally up to you guys. And remember, we're working at home. All you guys are going to have different types of equipment available to you. I have adjustable dumbbells. Most of you guys don't. I love these things. But I'm going to show you how to do them with just a single dumbbell weight, okay? We're not going to change anything here. So, straight off, I'm going to be doing flies. Now guys, you don't do flies with straight arms, okay? See how my elbows are bent? All right, and I'm not changing that bend. I'm keeping it consistent throughout the entire range of motion. And then here at the bottom of the movement, my elbows are getting close to the ground, but I'm stopping. I'm not letting my elbows, if I let my elbows go down here, then I'm resting. I take the tension off of my chest. So remember, time under tension is important. So I'm doing a nice slow, because this is a pretty light weight for me. I can do a real nice slow controlled rep. All right, and I can do 15 to 20 of these. Okay, even when I'm talking to you. Now the other thing is, guys, you don't touch the bottom and don't touch the top, because when you bring it up here, now the weight is pushing straight down through my shoulders. All right, and the tension is no longer on my chest muscles, so my joint is carrying this weight. So I want you to stop at the top about right here, because when you stop here, I still have tension on my pec muscles, all right? That's what we're focusing on right now, is our chest. So by going real slow and holding it for a split second at the bottom, I can artificially make these dumbbells feel heavier than they really are. Now I'm starting to get a nice little burn here, guys. So I can finish up here, and let's go straight to dumbbell skull crushers. Once again, I'm trying to keep my elbows as still as possible. I'm trying to keep them in one location and basically let that dumbbell rotate around my elbow joint. And then flex those triceps at the top, really straighten those arms out and try to squeeze that tricep. And then nice slow control movement, guys. It's the tempo and the time under tension. It's going to give you a fantastic pump. Oh, woo, and a great burn, guys. Chest, triceps, back to back, superset. I love this exercise. All right, guys, the last exercise today, we're going to be focusing on our back with some dumbbell rows and our biceps with some concentration curls. Now, we're going to be doing this just one side at a time, all right? So I want you to focus just on your right arm or left arm. I don't care which one you start with. You're going to do the entire superset. Then I want you to rest, all right? Give yourself about a minute to catch your breath, because I want the oxygen going back into all those muscles, okay? So that when you hit the other side, you will have the same amount of energy and intensity, okay, as you did when you hit the first side. So if you do like your right arm first and then immediately go to your left arm after that first superset, you're going to be huffing and puffing and you won't be able to get as much out of the other arm, okay? So this is the way I want you guys to do this. There's lots of different techniques, okay? But this is a really good way. You don't have to have any other equipment, just a couple of dumbbells. Now remember, when you're doing a rowing movement, we're using a lot of big muscles in your back. So you can use a much heavier dumbbell than you can when you're doing a concentration curl, which is just a little small muscle group relative to your back. So I'm going to be doing the rows, all right? And you have to have a nice wide base here, guys. And I'm going to be rolling with my right hand. I'm going to use my left hand on my left knee to help stabilize my upper body. And guys, when you're rowing, I want you to focus on bringing your elbow, okay, up and back towards your hip, all right? And then see how stable my upper body is, my torso. I'm not twisting, I'm not rotating. I'm just literally trying to bring my elbow up and back. So I'm staring at the ground here. I'm picking a spot on the floor, and I'm really controlling that dumbbell up and down, okay? So if you don't have a very heavy dumbbell, you're gonna really need to do this nice and slow, and then hold it at the top to make that dumbbell feel heavier than it really is. Knock out about 10 to 12 of these. No rest because it's a superset. I'm going to a much lighter dumbbell here. And guys, same side, same athletic position here as far as your legs are concerned. Watch you knock out about 10 to 12 of these, okay? Now because of rowing motion, you also engage your bicep. It is a secondary muscle group that's used in conjunction with your back. So when I was rowing with a heavy dumbbell a minute ago, I was focusing on my back, but I was also engaging my bicep every time I pull my elbow up. So I'm pre-fatiguing that bicep muscle before we hit it with that concentration curl. So guys, you're gonna be out of breath, especially if you try to talk while you're doing it. So I need to give myself a full minute rest, okay? I want to recover, get that oxygen going, and then I'm gonna hit my other side just as hard as I did my right side. All right, so guys, really compact workout today. Upper body, I want you to do 3 sets of each of these exercises, okay? It doesn't sound like a lot, right? But when you're doing 3 sets of these, you're also doing 3 sets of the superset exercise, right? Your arms. So really each one of these ends up being 6 total sets, 3 exercises, that's 18 sets. Now, you ought to be able to knock this entire workout out in about 30 to 35 minutes, which means you're hitting your entire upper body in a very short time, guys. Very, very efficient way to work out. Hopefully, I'm keeping these things really creative and fun for you guys. And of course, if you enjoy these workouts, please, give us a little thank you note or a thumbs up. And then also, guys, if you enjoy something like I do, that means you're gonna look forward to doing it. And if you look forward to doing it, that means you're gonna stick with it. And of course, when you stick with stuff for a long time, week after week, month after month, the results really will speak for themselves. So guys, hope you like the workout I put together for you, this upper body workout. Real straightforward, real compact, a ton of exercises in a short period of time. And guys, remember, it ain't gonna happen overnight, right? You have to stick with it and never give up on yourself.